The thing about this logo, which came to the US from the UK in 1900 by the Victor Talking Machine Company, later RCA Victor, is the message. The voice is so clear and understandable that the dog is fully engaged in listening. It's a great image for presenters to keep in mind as they tell stories with PowerPoint.
Recorded narration by the presenter is not a concern when delivering a live presentation, although voiceover can be used effectively for storytelling. So let's be clear on our definitions. Narration is the read, memorized, impromptu, or combination of these script used for the presentation. It usually runs from the first slide through to the end. PowerPoint speaker notes is the most commonly used tool for narration. It can be word for word or buzzwords that cue the speaker for more informal delivery. In fact, this is the voice of narration, and you'll be hearing it throughout this micro lesson. Voiceover is when recorded audio is added to a slide, frequently associated with a graphic, that supplements the narration and helps with illustrating the story, as was just shown with his master's voice. Here's a pro tip. Record your live sessions, even if it is just a smartphone on a tripod at the back of the room. I once put together and delivered a 50-minute presentation on mind mapping for a gathering of small business owners. As word got out, there was a lot of interest in the presentation from those that couldn't attend, and even those that did, to use as a practical guide to making their own mind maps. But alas, there was no recording of the session. Only the soundless series of PowerPoint slides that, without the narration, were not particularly useful.
Did you notice how Burke slipped in a personal anecdote or mini-story to reinforce the point and enhance understanding for the viewer?
There are some tools built into PowerPoint for recording narration. Burke has found them a bit awkward to use and unforgiving in terms of editing. He prefers to use Audacity, a free audio recording application with a headset.
My favorite tool for organizing a presentation is mind mapping. Some of you may have seen my presentation on this technique, but a simple outline and a word processor will get you started. You can also dummy the presentation with a storyboard or even within PowerPoint using the slides.
Using an AI avatar like me is reasonably simple and adds a dimension to the narration. Just type the text in the box and press the arrow to the right.
Once the avatar has been generated, it is easily downloaded and inserted in the slide. Using AI for narration and voiceover has become relatively simple and inexpensive. To get away from the robotic voices, I recommend a paid plan. Right now, I'm using 11 Labs, and the current price for the lowest tier of paid plans is $5 per month. For this demonstration, Burke has copy and pasted the Gettysburg Address into the text area. Then, Generate Speech is pressed, and two slightly different versions are created. Select one, press the download icon, then drag and drop it in the slide.
fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation,